The News Day continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. This just in, the Investigation Bureau has filed charges against the suspects in the ambush of Calbayog City Mayor Ronaldo Aquino. Police officers involved in the case are now facing criminal complaints based on a document from the NBI. Aquino was killed on his way to attend the birthday party of his son in March. And authorities raided a warehouse in Manila for selling fake Lianhua Qingwen tablets. They also warned the public to keep a close eye on counterfeit versions of the traditional Chinese medicine. Marlene Alcaide with the story.
With a search warrant at hand, operatives of the NBI Intellectual Property Rights Division infiltrated a warehouse in Paco, Manila, allegedly selling fake Lianhua tablets. Lianhua is a Chinese traditional medicine that's also a supplemental drug that can be used during COVID-19 treatment. During the operation, the warehouse's caretaker was present but denied that they have the medicine. But upon opening some crates, operatives were greeted with boxes of the Lianhua Qingwen drug written in Chinese characters.
Itong Lianhua na to, na ganitong mga product na mayroong Chinese characters, ay huwag niyong tangkilikin. Lalo na kung sa online o sa mga drugstores, hindi natin masasabi na safe gamitin to.
The NBI also visited some pharmacies in the Binondo area to check if they are selling counterfeit Lianhua medicines.
May mga pumapasok din na ganito na fake din yung laman. So walang efficacy yung kahit anong take mo nito, imbis na makatulong sa'yo, baka mapasama ka pa. Kung sino man yung gumamit nito at merong side effect or masamang naidulot ito, wala tayong may tuturong kung sino may accountability.
The NBI warned the public to keep an eye out for buying such drugs. Lianhua tablets that are allowed for purchase have well-written English descriptions which have passed the FDA scrutiny. Counterfeit versions of Lianhua cost around 130 to 150 pesos, while legitimate products cost 288 pesos in big drugstores.
Pag hindi dumaan sa FDA, yung quality nito, hindi natin ma-determine. Kailangan natin protektahan din yung mga taong tumatangkilik ng produktong to.
Siyempre, pag health yung pinag-uusapan, better talaga yung FDA-approved version. Kung sobrang mura naman, magiging unsure naman tayo kung totoo pa ba yung iniinom mo. Better talaga if you purchase the legal one and authentic one. Kasi kami rin naman yung nagsusupply sa major drugstores. So if you purchase straight from the drugstores, sure ka na totoo yung binibili nyo.
Those who are caught with counterfeit Lianhua will be faced with sanctions. For News 5, Marlene Alcaide, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after this quick break. Stay with us. still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Health Department reported 7,400 new COVID-19 cases on Thursday. Total cases are now close to 1.3 million, with some 57,000 of which still active. 122 more deaths were confirmed in the last 24 hours, bringing the death toll to 22,300. On the flip side, recoveries are now at 1.2 million, with 4,500 new survivors logged today. And here are other stories we're keeping our eyes on. President Duterte is open to the proposed amendments to the Baselines Law in a bid to better enforce the Philippines' arbitral win against China. Palace spokesman Harry Roque said that the president was very appreciative of the suggestion, which was made by former Supreme Court Associate Justice Francis Hardeleza. The proposal will be sent to the Executive Secretary for evaluation. Opposition coalition Isang Bayan is still waiting for Mayor Isko Moreno's decision on whether or not to run for president under their banner in next year's polls. Isang Bayan convener Attorney Howard Callejas said they are in talks with Moreno regarding his candidacy plans, but clarified that they are not forcing the Manila mayor to join their slate. And the Zamboanga City government is tapping the Interagency Council Against Trafficking to look into the mass departure of Badjaos who are en route for Manila. The LGU sought the agency's intervention, fearing that a syndicate may be behind the trip. The Zamboanga LGU has also asked the national government to come up with long-term solutions to protect indigenous peoples from exploitation. And over a dozen McDonald's outlets in Indonesia have been forced to temporarily close over COVID-19 fears. And all this comes just as stores are flooded with food delivery riders picking up a meal set named after pop sensation BTS. Philstar reports that Jakarta and several other cities have slapped closure stickers on at least 13 McDonald's outlets. The BTS meal, which includes nuggets, fries, and a drink, became available in Indonesia on Wednesday. The BTS meal will be available here in the Philippines on June 18. And health experts are now studying whether the Delta variant is more severe than other variants. The more infectious COVID variant is believed to have caused the surge in infections in India. Let's find out more about this Delta variant in this Bloomberg Quick Take.
The coronavirus variant that drove India's devastating COVID-19 epidemic is the most infectious to emerge so far. Doctors now want to know if it's also more severe. Hearing impairment, gastric upsets, and blood clots leading to gangrene have been linked by doctors in India to the so-called Delta variant. In England and Scotland, early evidence suggests the now dominant strain carries a higher risk of hospitalization. Joining us now for more is Bloomberg News health editor Jason Gale. Hi, Jason. So what do we know about the Delta variant so far?
So the Delta variant is this B1617.2 variant that first emerged in India in October and is the driver of the disastrous epidemic we've seen in that country. It's now spread to 62 nations worldwide, and we've seen it become the dominant strain in the UK, in Scotland, and England in particular. And it's the fourth variant to be designated a variant of concern by the World Health Organization.
And why is it so worrisome?
Yeah, so this is a worrisome variant. We've known for a while that it seems to be more transmissible, and the evidence around that seems to be getting stronger, that it may be 50 and as much as 70% more transmissible than the Alpha variant, the B117 UK variant that was already much more transmissible than the previous wild type strain. And now we're starting to see an increase in hospitalizations in England and Scotland, and also seeing evidence that in families and households, more people are getting infected with this more transmissible variant.
And what's being done to tackle it then?
So we're seeing that a real need to maximize immunizations, to get them up and rolling and get people protected as soon as possible. That is going to be the major way of stopping transmission and illness and hospitalizations and death from this variant.
For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.